Liam, back to action this weekend at the Betfred Championship with a trip over to the Millennium Stadium to face rivals Featherstone Rovers in the league. You'll have done your homework on them. What kind of a side are Fev this year?
Yeah, they're going well at the minute, aren't they? Obviously had a bit of a changeover since last season and going into this season, but still got some quality players in the mix there in the squad, and back five definitely something to keep an eye on. And obviously we've got some quality ball players through the middle in Danny Addy and Jack Bussey, so there's plenty of quality there. And obviously out of dummy half, they've got two good hookers there, so yeah, we need to be on our game. There's no doubt about that. They're still a really competitive championship side.
We saw a bit of a response last week despite the defeat from the previous week's game. Obviously we managed to wrestle a bit of that momentum back, but ultimately fell short in the end. Are you hoping for even more of a response following last week's game going into this weekend?
Yeah, we're a work in progress. We're constantly trying to improve, and clearly we didn't get the result we wanted last week, but there are a lot of improvements certainly with and without the ball, but that's not what people are after. They're after results, and so are we. So yeah, we need to go improve another level to give ourselves a chance against Featherstone, and keep getting better and keep competing at all times.
You talked a bit about that sort of mental toughness that's required when going behind and things like that. Do you think they showed a bit of that this last weekend just gone?
Yeah, absolutely. Mental toughness, resilience. You can put all the words on it. And when things aren't going well, they test everybody out. And if anything, that needs to bring us closer together, because we keep saying it. Nobody else is going to get us out of the little bit of a dip that we're in. It's only going to be down to us and us alone. So yeah, we'll stick together and fight for everything we can. And if we keep working hard enough, it'll turn at some point. We just need to stick together and do that.
While the results might have some people being a bit doom and gloom, we have seen some positives. Obviously Connor Davis will come back from his ban, he'll be available. We saw Brandon Douglas make his long-awaited second debut for the club. In terms of his usage, we only saw him for a short amount against Swinton. Was that a calculated thing, or was that necessity? Can you just tell us a bit about Douglas's spell there?
Yeah, Connor's back from suspension this week, so he'll be available. And Dougie, it was nice to welcome him back for a little bit of a cameo appearance. He probably would have gone on. He would have gone on later in the game, but for Kev's sin binning, which hampered us a little bit in that sort of 10-minute period at the back end. But yeah, we're good to get him out there, and he'll be out there again at the weekend. And we still want to be in the mix for winning games, but we need to look after our players as well and make sure we build up Dougie's minutes gradually. Fortunately for us, he's a middle unit player. He's a prop, so you do generally carry a few of those in the 17. But happy to get him out there, and I think in his short stint, people saw what he's about in terms of his carries and going forward and his aggression. So we'll keep building that and looking after him, and the lads around him need to make sure that he's looked after and understands what we're trying to do. Yeah. Look, we know what we're about, and we know what's within our group and what we've been through. We're not going to go out and shout and scream and moan about things. It's the same for all teams at different times. But like you say, yeah, it's nice to have these people that are coming into the team and adding that little bit of energy and something different. And Eddie's one of them people. Ed's one of those people who he just knows how to play the game, and he's been a good player for Halifax for a long time. I said last week when he came back, he cares about the club, and you can see that in how he plays. And having played against him, he can be difficult to manage, and he's a great attacker in wherever you put him on the field, and he can come up with something a little bit different for you.
In terms of a full injury report, then obviously there's Will Calcott, who we know all about. Any updates on Adam O'Brien and Ben Crooks at this stage?
No, Crooks is still a little bit of a mystery, which is it's. At the minute we don't 100% know, although it's not particularly positive, because we're not saying we haven't got a time frame on him, so it's difficult to speak about, and we feel for Crooksy because he just wants to be playing. Obviously Callie's done for the season, which he's gutted about, and we are. And OB's on with his rehab. I think he's 7 weeks just gone. and he's progressing well. And at some point it'll be nice to get him on the training field with the lads, and then obviously in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully somewhere near getting out on the field.